manage the veterinarians at 2 locations. And part of my job is recruiting new staff members. I have a management team that I work with that helps specifically with recruiting and training technicians. And then I really work on recruiting the vets. And we are 2 general practices associated with 2 animal shelters. So our general practices offer adoption support and also support for the shelter animals. So we're checking out the shelter animals, doing shelter surgery, and as well as seeing the public clients.
That's awesome. So prior to joining Beyond Just You, what was sort of your biggest concern about taking the leap to join our program?
I don't know, I guess just kind of wondering how it all worked, I guess, and how this would be different than other recruiting methods that are traditional. That was the biggest thing of just that first call with Trey of like, yeah, but how? Like, I had so many questions, and obviously, kind of get the big picture of it, but it's a whole program that is completely different, and that I'm kind of learning. We've had a couple of new positions open up in the company, not in the veterinary department. So I'm kind of using similar techniques and kind of teaching my coworkers how to do the same kind of networking and exploring on the various platforms, and kind of, doing my own BJU Light version.
I love it.
With different positions.
Yeah, I love that, because we're all about equipping and empowering our clients with the tools and techniques we teach you today to be able to use for the future and for other positions that maybe we're not helping you with. So I love that you have taken what you've learned and doing a BJU Light, if you will, with some of your team. That's really cool. So what would you say you found as a result of joining Beyond Just You?
That the veterinary industry is small yet big. It seems like everybody is all like connected. So and everybody's very willing to help and answer questions, and asking for feedback, and also willing to give their feedback just on and
secret sauce
and the various sites. I just really love this industry. It's meeting a lot of great people.
I love that. You've really been doing a great job of kind of leaning into some of the strategies that we teach, and it's been awesome to see the from what we can tell in the conversations and the platforms you've been having. So it's great to hear that that's been one of your most fond moments, if you will, or greatest appreciations for what we've been doing together. So what would you say is your favorite feature of the BJU team or program?
I really like all of the check-ins and, emails and follow-ups. And it's not just like, I don't feel forgotten about. It's, hey, what did you, there was a couple of leads that, it was like, I meant to get back to them, or it was like, hey, they were going to get back to me, and then I kind of forgot about it. Like, hey, what about this person? And I followed up again. And it doesn't feel like you're doing it on your own. So that's the biggest advantage.
That's awesome. What would you say are 2 other benefits you found of joining BJU?
I would say just the other professional connections that I've made. Like I say, just kind of, I've never been a
secret sauce.
So that's a whole new world. And just the other professional relationships that I've made, not necessarily for recruiting purposes, but just as like a leader in vet med, that has been really great. And also just kind of training my team on the recruitment process and just taking it from beginning to end and how to do it professionally. That's been a great level of staff development for us as a group.
That's awesome. Is your team enjoying all the new tips and tricks you've been giving them?
Yes, generally speaking. Well, I mean, I think the thing that's most,
Secret sauce.
but yes, I think it's going very well. And we're
That's
generally
awesome.
enjoying it and enjoying the process. And it's good to have a process because my other teammates, they're really detail oriented. So they need a plan, and we have a plan, and they really appreciate that.
That's awesome. So would you recommend BJU to any other business owner or business leader like yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, I recommend it enough to continue using it because we signed up for
Yeah,
another 6 months because,
I love it.
we have enjoyed it that much. So yeah, definitely.
That's awesome. Is there anything else you'd like to add about your time working with us?
No, I feel very supported, and yeah, I'm glad to continue the relationship.
I love it. I appreciate, you sharing your story with us and the fact that, because of our passion for teaching and empowering others, that you've really taken the plans, the tools, the techniques that we've taught you and been able to deploy that within your business is really, really cool. So I'm sure they're flexing new muscles and learning new things with the recruiting, but it's great that you're able to leverage it for a variety of positions. And I appreciate you sharing that with me today. That's awesome.